welcome to the Black and White Sessions. We are so excited today to have the lovely, lovely Sharlotte Gibson with us today.
I'm excited to be here too.
I am so glad you're here. We've just been talking, and Sharlotte is now going to be here on every song and every interview because we want that to happen. And we could make it the Sharlotte Gibson Duet Black and White Session series.
Right, the black and white and black again. That's fair. Now, Nelson has to come back, right? And then Carlos and
yes, she's already got a
Tiffany
list.
has to come back.
All her friends.
Missy has to come back. Can we get Dolly?
Sure, we'll get. Let's.
Dolly has to come do the black and white and black again sessions and white again.
Yes, and we can do a whole season with you and Dolly Parton, and then we can just get all the people just come in. How about we make that happen?
Okay, let us pray.
Let's pray. Okay, well now we have to talk about you because this is really exciting to have you here. By the time you guys see her video, you will have already seen it by the time you see this interview, and it's just fantastic, and just you're such an incredibly talented lady. Can I just say, I am such a fan, and I didn't even tell her this before we did the interview, but I have followed a bit of your career, and I have known who you are, and I just truly love your voice. And now that I've met you in person, I see your professionalism, and you're just have a great work ethic. So you really are in your calling, and it's so great to see you be able to do what you love and what you should be doing.
Well, it's good to be able to do something that you love, and then you get paid.
Yes, that's great too, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people can think, oh, she's not really working. She's just having fun all day singing music. I'm like, no, you do have to work at it too.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's good. It's good to be able to like what you do, and it takes you out of your head a little bit.
Yes, I agree with you on that. Well, since we're talking about that, we're gonna just work backwards. You recently just did the Kennedy Center Honors, and a lot of people have been passing around videos of CeCe Winans and Aretha Franklin, and some of the performances from this particular year were so off the charts incredible. Like, not that they're not always great, but I feel like this year there's been like a surge of like, did you see this Kennedy Center Honors? It was so incredible.
Good.
And there you were.
That was my first time doing it, so I'm glad to be a part of that one.
Well, let's talk about it a little bit. So you got the call to go out and do this, and you were with a few other singers.
Yes.
And you guys, just tell me a little bit about the process. You were in rehearsal for a few days. A lot of people like to know this behind the scenes.
We flew into D.C., and we were in rehearsal for a few days. We had a list of songs available to us. We we do some kind of public shared folder. We start going in on the songs. We had Neil Coomer, who you got to meet, and I've got to sing with you. Cindy Mizell, Charlene,
incredible.
Charlene was also on it with me.
Yes.
And we go into the, go into the music folder. We get out the tunes, and then we sit around and figure out who's on first.
Yeah.
And once we figure that out, then we work on our blend and when to come in and all the things that we're going to do when we get together with the band. And then we get in the room with the band and we figure out what's been cut.
Yes.
So then it's what entrance is not happening anymore, and we just make quick adjustments or whatever, and then we wait for the artist to come and then fit our voices in with the artist, and then it's music.
Yeah.
We make music. We make music as the unit, and then we, couple it with the band, and then that's joined again with the artist when we like to make a nice bed,
Yeah.
Nice bed. Then they come and they lay on the bed, and it's hopefully beautiful. And hopefully that's the kind of stuff that you guys witnessed that made everybody say, hey, did you see this one?
Yeah.
Aretha brought her own singers.
Yes. Which have been with her for a long time, I think.
Yes, they have.
And really, they sound fantastic.
Two of those singers I remember having sung with Luther in the past. Brenda and Fonzie.
And then also, I guess, Cindy Mizell, didn't she?
She sang with Luther. Actually, the only other Luther Vandross show that I saw, well, the last one that I saw, Cindy was singing with him.
I believe me too, because I saw him in Nashville, Tennessee, and she was with him during that season too. So, yeah. Well, I love just hearing some of the backstory, and I know other people do too. But something that I did not know about you, and I just learned recently, is this Ellen DeGeneres theme.
Oh.
I did not know about the Ellen DeGeneres theme.
Yeah.
Sharlotte wrote the theme song to the Ellen DeGeneres show, and how did that happen? I mean, obviously you write, But did somebody call and say, well, Ellen's looking for a theme? Or did...
Yes, someone called.
Okay.
A friend of mine that I had been writing with by the name of Leora Rosner called me. I wouldn't even say it was like a mini tour, but I was kind of hopping between here and New York. I think I was singing with Chaka Khan in New York, and then I was coming back to sing with Liz Phair in L.A.
Okay.
And Liz was a guest on Leno, and they're like, you know, can you do Leno with Liz? And I was like, sure, but I'm in New York, and I'm flying back, and I think I land at 10:30, and I know the call time over there is 10:30, so as long as you're okay with me showing up straight from the airport, I got it. Mm-hmm. And they said, okay, that's no problem with us. And I showed up, and I went over there. We did the first rehearsal. I did my first rehearsal with them, and I saw, you know, there's one of the cameras on stage. They always have a cue card with all the guests.
Okay.
So I saw Ellen's name on the cue card, and then, you know, I've done Leno about 500,000 times, so the place was like home, right? And then I grabbed Roberta, that's the stage manager, and then Ellen and Roberta. And I grabbed them, and I was like, you guys, Ellen DeGeneres is on the chair, like, I just wrote a song for her show. And they're like, meet her after the show and meet her backstage and give her a copy. And I was like, okay. But then I ran out to my car. I got the working copy out of the suitcase, because while I was in New York, previously, I got the call from Leor. And he said, hey, I was asked to do this song for Ellen, and I think we have a chance. You want to write it with me? I said, yeah. I'm coming home Saturday, be with my dad on Father's Day. I'll see you on Monday. He's like, great, I got to turn it in on Tuesday. So I went home from New York, did the song with him, and then went back to New York to do the thing with Chaka. Then I came back to do the thing with Liz. And that's why the thing was still in my suitcase. Like, I finished it, did it, left for New York, flew back from New York, had it in my suitcase still, ran to my car, got it, and brought it to the stage thinking I was going to see her afterwards. But then Jay brings everyone over, you know, in front of the band at the end of the show. So everybody's standing together smiling, and I'm like, she's right there. She's so getting this thing. I had it on stage right behind my water bottle. So, you know, his thank you, good night, and then I kind of stepped to her smiling, and because she turned around gratefully. She turned around and spoke to everyone, shook hands. Yeah. And I said, hey, I just finished writing a song for your show, and I got a copy right here. And here's one of my CDs for your listening pleasure. And here's something. And so I just gave her like 2 or 3 CDs. And the next day I missed a call from her because I was outside looking at ants on my trash can.
You can't make this stuff up, people.
No, it was classic. It was classic Sharlotte. But I came back in and I heard this message and I was like, oh my God. And I tried to record it in different places and put it on my computer. I got a message from Ellen DeGeneres. and she's like, well, this is Ellen. Well, I know who I am. But it was a crack up. But she said, I love this song. I'm going to put you in touch with my executive producer and set up a meeting. And I was like, that's great.
What in the world? Like such a divine moment for you.
Great. Really. Because Leo had already submitted it. You know, he had to turn it in Tuesday. Yeah. But that whole week went by. And when I saw her on stage, I guess when she turned in mine with the vocal, somebody said, oh yeah, we'd heard it before. But then Ellen brought it to us. So we're like, yay. Yay.
Yes, yay.
So that worked out. So I met with the producer and told him, look, you know, we constructed this song just for her. And they liked it. And then here we are.
And then here we are. And off you went.
Years later, yeah.
I love that. I love these stories about how these things just kind of, you know, evolve and happen. And I just, you know, I believe things are happening for a reason. Always. So, you know, I just feel like it was meant for you to get on that plane and get back. And,
I want it to happen like 10 more times, though.
Well, you know what? Okay. You've got a lot of blessings going on in your life.
I know,
so,
I'm
hey.
just greedy. Or maybe I'm just used to it.
Well, we are so thrilled that you are here with us and have become a part of the Black and White Sessions family. And it really is an honor and a joy to have you be a part of this project with us.
Thank you.
And we do wish you all the best. And we look forward to having you back on another session.
I'm looking forward to coming back.
And a whole season of Charlotte Gibson.
Carlos.
Okay, see you later.
Thanks for having me.